Okay, I decided to do fighting games tier list. This was popular like how long? It just ended, but it was like 2019 or something. But I decided to do it now because I'm smart. So, what game should we start first? Okay, let's get with the games that people know because like the games that two people know, they're not gonna care about. Okay, so okay, mostly the people know everybody knows Valhalla. Valhalla is a popular game. Maybe A. But why A? Some people make it S, some people put it B. People ask us like it's really fun and stuff. People put it B. It gets boring easily. Put in the middle, okay? Because when you're playing by yourself, it kind of gets boring easily. But when you play with your friends, so it's a good S tier. But when you're playing by yourself, it's a B tier. But you put those two combined, it gets into an A tier. Okay? So that's why I put it A tier. A is awesome. S is super. B is bad. C is what does C? A D is denied, and F means failure. Failure. Alright, so let's see what's okay. Now, this is the second game that people probably know is Naruto Winston Fall. I have this on my computer. It's a good game. I give it an S tier. So people might put it at A, but I say S tier. Why S tier? Well, here's the thing. It was really slow on my computer, but if you just fix the resolution, fix the settings, then it's pretty fast. Got some good 30 FPS action right there. Good, like over 100 characters, has some good graphics, and it's a good game. It's a good game, except for online. Online is too hard for me. Alright, uh, okay, let's see. We got Soul Calibur 6. Okay, 6 is a good game. It's not an F, not a D, not an A, S tier. Not A, S tier. Oops, oh my god. S tier, why S tier? So people might put it down to A, only because it doesn't have that much characters. But S tier, wanna know why? Because great character creation, really good combat, and great graphics. It's like it's like 5. Like it's a little like 5, but story mode's way better. And the thing that I'm happy about the most is like, okay, so basically there's like a character creation story mode. It's like actually really cool. Okay, Tekken 7. People might know Tekken 7 more than Soul Calibur. Tekken 7, is A, B, A. People are gonna hate me for this, but I'm putting it on a B. Why B? Actually, this is hard. It's really hard. B. But why B? Why B? Because people are really, really gonna hate me for this, but because I'm not a huge fan of Tekken combat. You have to like move backwards to block. I never like that in games. That's why I like these. These are cool. But also combat's really hard to learn, and combos are hard, I guess. And characters, they're kind of the same thing. Well, at least for me. All right. Okay. Let's see who you have. You know what? Let's go to another Tekken. Tekken 5. Moving on to the C tier. C tier. Only because of it's Tekken 7's better, but Tekken's I was never a huge fan of Tekken, so it's kind of like Tekken 7. It's just Tekken 7's a little bit more combat, have more characters. Tekken 5 it has some characters, but I don't know. It's just it's okay, okay. Let's okay. Now let's go through the Soul Calibur games. We already got 6 done. Let's go to 5. 5. A only okay. Story mode's not that good. Story mode kind of sucked. But character creation to me was the best in the series. Well, I feel like this is the I feel like Soul Calibur 5 had the best character creation in this. Well, actually 6 has the best character creation. Just 5 had a little bit more like miscellaneous items. Like there was a sphere. Why did they not put sphere in 6? I have no idea. You probably do not understand that. But 5 I had Assassin's Creed and Ezio Auditore. He was a pretty good character. I just never really learned him, but Soul Calibur 5 good game, but not up to his big brother. But it's pretty good, pretty good. Let's go to number 3. Okay. I have never played number 4, and I heard number 4 was the worst game out of all of them. So I never put it in. So 3, I'll give it a good A. Because here's the thing. Soul Calibur 3, people might put it down to B, maybe even a C, but A is really good nostalgia for me. Good nostalgia. And it was the first time they had a character creation, and like it was actually a pretty good. It's like it's not on par with it now, but back then it was really good. Okay, and characters were good. There were some not that good characters, but let's not talk about that. Combat was good, and they had a good ride characters. They had Valdo, they had Yoshimitsu, they had all like the good OG guys. And they bought but they bought Zosma back in 6, and it's just really, I'm really happy about it. Okay, number 2, number 2. People might hate me for this. I'm gonna put it down to B or C. I don't know, probably C. Um, the reason why I put it at C is because didn't have that much. Well, back then it was probably a good A or S. But people think this is the best Soul Calibur game, which I'm like, okay, I kind of agree with you, but it no. Well, it has pretty good combat, but not that much characters to choose from. But for its time, it was a good an A or an S. But now it's okay. Actually, I might move it up to a B just to be nice. And now the very first Soul Calibur game, just put this to a C. Why C? Because they lend it to the Dreamcast, and I think it was only for the Dreamcast. I'm just like, if you played like almost all the Soul Calibur games, you know that Soul Calibur is not really meant for the Dreamcast, because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just doesn't fit right. You know, it just doesn't fit right with it. So yeah, yeah, I had a pretty good. It had the characters, but we did. You had to like defeat, or you had to finish story mode to get all the characters. But you know that was good. It's a pretty good game. I like it. And now Soul Blade. This was the very first one. Put the very first D tier, very first D tier. Um, actually, I might put no D tier. YD. It was released in like the 90s, and there was only like 7 characters. I think 7 characters to play. Um, Graphics weren't that good, but again, it was good for its time. It kind of seems cool with the retro now, because now it's like super realistic and just like blocky characters. I mean, combat was okay. You couldn't really do combos. If people liked old fighting games, they put out a good B, but it was okay. I think we should stop now. Okay. Star Wars. I forget the name, but you know it's a pretty good game. I put out a C tier. It's okay. You could play like with the Star Wars characters. Okay, graphics were pretty good. Okay. Um, but I played it, but I never really got into it. Not like Soul Calibur or Naruto, but you know it was a pretty good game. Super Smash Flash 2. It's basically Super Smash Bros. but just like in Flash for you could download it, and I downloaded it. It was okay. It's really good when you have controller though. I'll put it B tier. People might hate me for this, but B tier. I don't have like a Wii U or whatever. I don't have a Switch, so I can't really play the newer games. But you know, I'm okay. Uh, Project Justice. This is getting a good A or B tier. I don't see. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do this one at the end. Okay. Okay. Feature for Alpha 3 gets a good B tier. Actually, B B tier. Graphics are pixely, and I kind of like pixely graphics, but it was kind of hard to control. Just for me, it was hard to control the characters. You know, it was kind of hard. A little hard, but you know, it had a good variety of characters though, and graphics were pretty good. Maps, I don't even know if you can. Well, you could probably choose maps. Maps were pretty good. Um, and it was for the PlayStation, like very first PlayStation. So it was a good game for the PlayStation. It has some pretty good graphics. Okay, now let's get to the now. I only have two Naruto games, well three, including Storm 4. Okay, so I never got to or the very first one. I don't know why. I just couldn't really find it. But okay, let's start with Revolution. Revolution gets a good A tier. I wanna know why it gets a good A tier. Has about 100 characters. I think it just has like 100 characters, like just the right amount of like 100. And it has some good characters. Some were just there. Same thing with Storm 4, were just there. Like Iruka. Well, like I don't really think you need to add like I don't think you need to like just put in like slots of like all these characters. But like again, it's good if you're bored to play and you're really bored to play, you just play it. Um, yeah, but there wasn't really any story mode. There's just Ninja World Tournament and Ninja World Time. Well, the timeline wasn't really a timeline like in the third one, because it was just like you get three things and you earn like coins or something. I don't really know. I haven't really played this in a little while. Storm 3 gets an A tier. Gets an A tier with it. Only because it has like 80 characters. This has 100. Has better combat and like good characters. This one, uh, this had a little bit more costumes you can play. This you had to literally buy like almost every costume. It's kind of sad, but yeah, this was a pretty good one. Pretty good one. It had a Goku costume. I never got it, but had good story. Had a really good story mode. Um, uh, there were some characters that weren't that good, but yeah, I say it was a good game. Worth the money, and we got Project Justice. Okay, this is a hard. It's between a B and an A. Okay, I still haven't made up my mind. Um, okay, Project Justice is like an anime style fighting game. If you don't really know, if you don't really like anime style fighting games, then you wouldn't hate this. Okay. Um, Again, it was for the Dreamcast, just like this one. Um, it was okay. Okay, I guess. I wouldn't say it was the best fighting game out of all of these, but so I don't. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B. Story mode was actually really good. The fighting was okay. There was a good amount of characters. I wouldn't say it was like a best amount, but a good amount of characters. Um, Dialogue was pretty good. Yeah, this is basically all the fighting games I own. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Okay, so let's just do an overhaul of them. You can just end the video right here. If you want me to explain them all again, then you can watch it. So Storm 4, got over 100 characters, had really good graphics, and had a few new characters like Rain, uh, and some other characters. Soul Calibur 6 to me is like the best fighting game out of all of them. Only because it just makes the Soul Calibur trilogy way better than all the rest. Um, so Revolution, Storm 3 were kind of the same thing, just Revolution had more characters, but Storm 3 had Ninja World Timeline and had all this stuff, and just had more characters and I guess a story mode. I don't know. Valhalla, everybody knows Valhalla. We don't need to talk about that. Soul Calibur 5, 6, but with really bad story mode and not um and like had a little bit and had worse combat than this one. And Soul Calibur 3 had just great nostalgia for me. That's why I put it in A. And also it's a still good fighting game like now. Like if you said that this game was released like in like 2015, people would believe you. Like it's actually pretty nice. Project Justice, it's an anime fighting game and has some good characters, a good story mode, pretty good story mode, and dialogue was pretty good too. And then we got Street Fighter Alpha 3. It was okay, pretty good. I wouldn't say it was the best, but you know, it's okay, pretty good. Um, Super Smash Bros. 2. It's basically I wouldn't say a ripoff, but I would say another version of Super Smash Bros. Soul Calibur 2. It's basically 3, but with like a little bit of story mode and not as many characters to choose from. Tekken 7, uh, basically, it's Soul Calibur 6, but with, no weapons and more characters to choose from. Tekken 5 is basically Tekken 7 with a little bit less combat and less characters to choose from. Soul Calibur, basically Soul Calibur 2 for the Dreamcast. With a little bit less characters and a little bit less combat. Star Wars, basically a Star Wars fighting game, and sadly Soul Blade's the worst one out of all of them. Basically the very first Soul Calibur game, it was originally named Soul Edge, but then they brought it to the US, named it Soul Blade. Yeah, and that's kind of about it. You can um ask in the comments if you want to play So, okay, ask me in the comments if you want to play Soul Calibur 6 or Storm 4. 'Cause I don't know which one to choose from. I don't know. What should I choose from, huh? Huh? Uh, well, I'm probably not gonna do Storm 4. But Soul Calibur 6, um, um, do you want me to play in the comments? Say yes, say no. Well, if you want me to play Soul Calibur in the comments, answer my question, I guess. I don't know. Uh, I bet there's gonna be someone in the comments saying, "Did I ask?" Well, that's gonna be great. Yeah, but maybe okay, so again, S tier is these, A tier is that, B tier, C tier, D. If you want me to do another one of these, you can put in the comments below. Uh, well, other than that, yeah, that's kind of it. I think I probably made it too long, but you know, it's fine, I guess. Probably not. But, yeah, these are all the fighting games that I played a good amount, and, and I would agree that Soul Calibur 6 is the best fighting game, and if you hate it, then